Bro, I have a question. Which is better to do, NBMEs before, during, or after UWorld? And the answer is after UWorld. Okay, you're going to index all of your time into the NBME material, memorize NBMEs 20 through 30 going into the step 1. For step 2, you're going to memorize the clinical mastery series forms as well as NBMEs 6 through 11. The real deal is the NBME exams. The questions are exactly the same. If you do offline exams 1 through 19, you're going to see repeats all over 20 through 30, and then you're going to get repeats from 20 through 30 on your real deal. When I sat the step 1 back in 2012, NBME 3 was online at the time, and I had 2 repeat questions on my real deal, plus a third question that was a repeat image with a different vignette. So we want you learning the NBME content late because you're going to be most familiarized with those questions before you go into the real deal. And also the doing UWorld will give you that knowledge base so that you actually are able to perform adequately on the NBME exams, so you have some sort of prediction as to how you're going to score on the real deal. If you do the NBME exams first, you're essentially wasting questions, wasting score predictions, because you haven't even gone through the bulk of your prep yet. Now there's also the elephant in the room as far as, well, what about doing interspersed NBMEs for the sake of gauging your score along the way? And in my view, that's actually not necessary, because how you're doing, for 2 reasons. How you're doing in QBank can often help us gauge what your score is, what your score would probably be anyway. If you're getting like 85% correct in UWorld, you're probably going to get a 260, 270 plus. If you're getting under 45%, you're probably not going to pass the step 1. So we can gauge what your score is going to be anyway. And then the second point is just the NBME exams. We don't want to waste them early. Okay, there's no reason to waste those exams early. We could have you do them if you're OCD about having a score prediction, but I don't see it as necessary. If you really want to do an NBME exam far out from your exam, like interspersed within UWorld, we could consider having you do maybe one of the 20 through 40, 20 through 40, what the fuck am I saying? 20 through 24 forms, okay? And then you can use a bootleg scale such as on Reddit for a score prediction. But it's not going to change our management in terms of your prep to do an NBME exam early while you're in UWorld, because you're still going to just finish UWorld anyway. Okay? So the short answer to the question is you're going to do the bulk of the NBME exams after you finish UWorld. Okay? Not during, not before. We can make this an extended clip. I'll just end it here. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.